something more. Reach out of yourself, play your spiritual at war, 'cause it's your heart, it's your mind, your soul, and it's your time, and it's your time.
Well, today, surprise, surprise, I'm at a park. This is Pollard Park. This is the closest park to where I live, and I hadn't realised until I looked recently that this park, although it has been activated, the person who activated it only managed to get 2 contacts. And I thought, well, for a change, instead of going out to some sort of remote park like we have been doing, I'll try something closer to home. I mean, this is really only maybe a couple of kilometres from where I live, and it's a much more sort of park-like environment. I've always been perhaps a little bit envious of some of the American activations that you see where they sort of drive up. There's a nice picnic table or somewhere nice to set up, and they make a whole lot of contacts, and it's a nice environment. This is the closest I can get to that. So what I've done is I've come here today, and I'm set up on a picnic table. I'm using a tree, so a very classic let's throw the wire over the tree set up, and we'll see if we can get perhaps more than the 2 contacts that the last person got. Having just turned on the radio, I can see there's some funny sort of interference on some of in part of the band, the lower part of the 40 metre band. Maybe that was part of the problem at the time, so we'll see if that causes us any difficulties, but I'm hoping that we'll be successful today. It is definitely becoming more winter-like here anyway, so I am feeling the cold a bit, so hopefully this will be a quick activation. Let's see how we get on. Siki Pota, 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 Z02 November Echo Bravo, clean Siki Pota for regional parks on the air.
ZL2 NEB, ZL1 Bravo Delta Sierra.
ZL1 Bravo Delta Sierra. Good morning, Graham. You're definitely 5'9" in Pollard Park, over.
ZL2 Bravo, ZL1 Bravo Delta Sierra. Yeah, good morning, Nick. You're 5'9", good clear signal coming through, and unsurprisingly my signal is very strong back to you. Over.
Thanks, Graham. Thanks for coming back to me. Yeah, it's quite a good setup here. Actually, I found a picnic table, and I'm using a tree for a change as opposed to the telescopic mast. So yeah, I'll give it a shot and see how it goes. But it is very cold over.
Yeah, I'm sure it's very cold, but I'll be interested to see how far you get up and down the country this morning. Yeah, good luck with hunting, and I'll catch up later on to find out.
Yeah, thanks, Graham. Thanks for coming back to me. ZL2 1BDS, ZL2 November Echo Bravo.
ZL2 NEB, ZL1 BDS, Roger 73.
Siki Pota, Siki Pota, ZL2 November Echo Bravo, calling Siki Pota. Siki Pota, 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 ZL2 November Echo Bravo, calling Siki Pota for regional parks on the air. Not off to a great start. Got one, that was Graham, so he lives here as well, so he's not far away at all. Siki Pota, Siki Pota, ZL2 November Echo Bravo, calling Siki Pota for regional parks on the air. well, we've been calling now for almost 20 minutes, and I've only actually got one contact. This is actually not what I expected at all. I thought this would go better than this. And I was starting to doubt that we were getting any signal out apart from the one contact we had with Graham, but of course he lives actually not that far away. So obviously something is going somewhere, but no one's able to hear us. I've actually had a look on the QSDR, some of the receivers on that, and I also can't hear us on that either. So I'm a bit unsure. It's difficult to know quite what's gone wrong here. This setup is not that unusual from what we've had before. Everything is connected like we normally have it. We've got power, but we're not even really hearing any signals either. So it's not like it's just me. There's like no one around. So I don't know. We'll carry on a bit more, and we'll see if we get anything. It's not looking good so far. Xiegu Pota, Z02 November Echo Bravo, calling Xiegu Pota for regional parks on the air.
Lima 2 Golf Victor Alpha.
Z02 GVA, you're 5-9 at Pollard Park, Gerard. I was it's been pretty slow going, but thanks for coming back to me.
Okay, you're 5-9 as well. No, Pollard Park was a well, I knew it was a park, but it was listed. So I often wondered about that. But apparently there's quite a bit of solar activity, so that might not. I'm not quite sure how much it influences the local stuff, but worldwide it seems to be pretty bad at the moment. Over.
Yeah, I mean it does seem very quiet throughout all the bands that I've looked at. Also, I find that like I haven't been able to hear myself on the Kiwi SDR receivers that I listen to. So perhaps it's actually having more of an impact than I expected. Z02 GVA, Z02 NEB.
Yeah, I just looked at QIZ.com and it basically said all the bands were poor. So of course we're very local, so we've been ground wave propagation here, which probably doesn't get affected as much. But how many contacts have you already got?
You're the second one. The first one was Graham, and that was at 10 o'clock. So after another 25 minutes or so of calling, you're number two, and that's only because I sent you a message over.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I did think about sort of coming on, but when I saw the poor conditions, I thought, maybe not. And
well, still no contacts at all. It's perhaps a bit disappointing, but as Gerard says, the solar activity is probably the reason for it. I've had a look across the bands, and there's really no activity anywhere on any frequency that I can see. So, well, it means I have to come back and give this another shot. But in the meantime, one thing that about being in a park like this is, and the one thing also you need to think about sometimes is that Pota doesn't need to be a austere kind of harsh environment. I mean, we've been to some sort of remote places before in the other videos, and it's nice to sort of to see that it actually can be a civilized activity. You can make yourself a cup of tea and that, and which is very make yourself sort of self at home, homely. It's almost like being in a cafe, really. Nice sunny environment, and maybe even something to keep you. It's important to keep nutrition up and energy levels up. So while we haven't really had any contacts, we've only had two. It's not a complete waste of time. Anyway, I'll listen for a little bit, then I'm likely to pack this up, and and we'll be back, probably at the same location, hopefully on another nice sunny day. Yeah, we'll see how we go next time. Anyway, thanks for coming. See ya. Well, it turns out we weren't the only ones having a problem with activations, and the reason for that is because of the recent solar flare. Now that's impacted pretty much all the bands across the board, so that's really why the only people we were able to hear were local people, and nothing any further at all. In fact, it was almost completely quiet. So I guess we'll have to go again and try and fully activate the park at another time. So anyway, thanks for staying with me, and thanks for watching. See you again.